So here's our situation. We have a parent form, which is a type of form. Then we have a property, SQL command text, which is a type of string. Then next, we have a child form, wherein we inherit the parent form. So let's just build. So on the designer, the child form, we can see the property, SQL command text, and we can do something like this. So we can input select asterisk from table items. But when I try to input a new line, it does not work. So this is what we will be solving. We have an input form here, which we will use to solve our problem. So we have a text box, which is set to multi-line. We have an OK and cancel button. And when we check the code, so it's still empty. So to start, we will add the properties. So first, old value. The next is value, which is a public property. So this will be the return value of this form. And next, we will add a parameter to our constructor. And we will set the old value and the text box. Then next, we will add the click event. So when we click the OK button, we will set the value as the value of the text box. Otherwise, we will just reset, or we will set the old value. Next step, we will add a class. We will just call it multiline string editor. Let's just make it public. And we need to inherit the UI type editor from this namespace. And next, we need to override the edit value. So first step, we need to get the service used by the properties window on displaying the Windows form. So it is called iWindows Forms Editor Service. And we can get the instance of this using the provider. And we just need to cast. Next, we need to create an instance of the input form. So we just need to apply the parameter, which is the value. Next step, we will show the form assay dialog. And lastly, we need to return the value of the input form. And next, we need to override the get edit style. So modal. So by doing this, we set the edit style as an ellipsis on the properties window. Next step, we will go back to our parent form and we will change the editor of our property. So for the first parameter, the class that we created, multiline string editor. For the second parameter is UI type editor. So that's it. So let's just build and test. So let's go back to the designer of our child form. So you can see the ellipses that we set in our class. So let's just change it to drop down. Let's build. So you can see now. But let's revert it back to ellipses since it is the suitable one. And our input form. So let's try to set the value. So there you go. Let's check on the designer. So there it is. So let's just test the cancel button. So it's working. Let's test a couple times. So let's check again on the designer. So there it is. Let's just remove and okay. And it's working.